Hey guys, Dark Humility here. Today we're going to show you yet another Project Diablo 2 Season 7 closed beta mini guide and test demo. This is definitely a build that you might want to be aware of. It is insanely powerful in its current iteration. With the fixes on charge and the responsiveness of charge vastly improved, this is not a build to sleep on. This is the Elemental Fire Charger. Of course, I prefer the one without the Dragon setup, but the Dragon setup is also insanely strong and arguably better in a group because it has a higher level of conviction aura. However, this one for solo is also insanely strong, and so is the Shattered Wall version, and so is the Holy Shock version. Every single version of this Paladin is a monster. So, let's get into it. So first of all, he does a billion damage. It's 14 to 17k, insanely consistent damage. And the reason why it's a lot stronger than physical charge, even though physical charge can get way more damage, is all the negative res you can stack on it. So the negative res is going to be very key to this build. You're also going to want to get maximum chance to block, which for some reason don't. Oh wait, I do have maximum chance to block. There we go. And then of course you're going to want attack rating, but keep in mind that with Conviction Aura you don't really need that much attack rating. You also have Ignore Target Defense on your weapon. And then you're going to put the rest of the points into Vitality, and that is it. Of course your resistances will likely be maxed out, but in case they aren't, you're going to want to max them out. Faster hit recovery, since you have max block, isn't insanely important, but you know, getting 27, 48 is kind of nice, so that's good to go. At any rate, very strong stuff, good stuff in general. Attack speed isn't very important because you're just going to be charging around most of the time. However, it can help for Zeal against bosses, so keep that in mind. Zeal is definitely the way to destroy those bosses. Alright. And then what you're going to want to do, of course, is you're going to want to max out Holy Fire and all of its synergies, which include this, and that. You get Redemption, which you can get on yourself. You can get Vigor Aura just to help out with speed through town and things like that. I like to have a couple points. I actually didn't need Redemption on this version, so ignore that. That's for the other version of the build with the dragons and the Hand of Justice. Just did that on instinct, and then of course you can put the rest of your points pretty much into Joust and summon a Holy Shield so that you can quickly reposition your mercenary to keep the conviction aura on you as often as possible. So that's kind of how I like to do it. Ghost Flame is actually pretty beastly on this build. It's the most amount of percent fire damage you can get on a weapon. It's also a very fast weapon. It also gives you extra fire damage, and it has mana leech. So that's kind of nice. You never have to worry about losing out in your mana. And with the 2 sockets in it, you can get even a lot of negative enemy fire res. Not as much as some other options, but it's pretty nice. So actually, it's also really cool to see you stab things and destroy them, so it's always fun. An Ormus with a huge amount of enemy fire res and percent fire skill damage is ideal for just straight damage. You can use other things though, like Hagen's, but it's not necessary. I like just going pure damage. Fire fast is negative fire res. Fire res, negative fire res. Fire res, negative fire res. Phoenix, negative fire res. Rising Sun, fire damage, negative fire res. Negative fire res. Plus skills. Cannot be frozen. Actually, on this version of the build, you actually don't need Ravenfrost. You could actually use something a little different, but I'm not going to switch it out, so you can actually have even more damage, oddly enough. That's because we have cannot be frozen there. Does help with your AR, but you don't really need AR once again. Actually, you know what? Let's put on something that gives me damage. That's me just switching my build really fast over and over. That's kind of what's going on here. Alright, sweet. So now the damage is even higher, right? Okay, what? What the heck happened there? What did I do? That's not holy fire. There you go, 18k charge damage. There you go. That's more appropriate. Lost some of her block though, but res is pretty good there as well. And just damage plus skills. CTA, Lidless Wall. Offensive aura GCs are really good, but you can also use percent fire damage. Large Sherms and life res, Paladin Torch, Annie. Mercenary, I like Blessed Aim because it does at least contribute to your attack rating for bosses a little bit, so even with Conviction you can hit them with Zeal. You can also go Defiance for a more safe approach, but then Infinity, of course, is going to be your consistent way to get all of that negative enemy fire res on top of it. Having some fire resist fire will also add to your damage a little bit as well, since you're doing fire damage, resist fire. As you probably know, if you look here, grants some additional fire damage, so that's really cool. And then you have, of course, Templar's Might and a bunch of survivability gear. Alright, so let's go show them off here. Yeah, you could also go Dragon Scale. You know what? That could be something interesting to show the viewers on the tube, right? Let's go find the Zakarum shield. Holy moly! Look at this! Look at this crap. Yeah, so they actually buffed this. It's kind of interesting. They buffed the percent fire skill damage. The only problem though is that you lose your you would lose your sustain a little bit, so it's actually not like super good. But yeah, let's see if I can get one with percent fire damage here. 1, 2, 3. No. Anyway, I'm sure people just want to see the demo. The demo, man. The demo. Okay, calm down. Demo, fine piece. So you can put some fire facets in that sucker. Yeah, so you can definitely exploit this quite a bit. Yeah, so you can have even more percent fire skill damage if that's what you're looking for. And then you can do that as well. Maybe we'll show a respec here at the end, but first what we're gonna do is show you the build with the Phoenix so that you don't die. And it's kind of interesting how many different cool approaches there are. But anyway, first off, do the cow level because it looks insane. And you pretty much just charge into cows and destroy them. Now, obviously, it's always possible things like this get nerfed, but as you can see, charge is very smooth now. Absolutely crushing face. Look at that damage. Holy moly, right? Or target defense doing work. Just basically just running through the cows. Absolutely smashing them. This stays how it is. This is S+ for sure. You get more AR though, but yeah, that's okay. Tag, you're it. Cows. Remember to use that joust to keep the conviction on top of the cows. You're gonna need it. Want and take on Zeal, the fire enemies a bit there. With the mercenary on top of them. Don't really have to kill those though, you can just keep going. Alright, I think you guys have seen enough of that. It's pretty convincing, right? Yeah, pretty insane. And then of course, what we can do now. Let's see, just a second here. Yeah, so you can do, you know, Tomb of Zoltan cool. Very good fire area, just in general. Well, it's kind of funny, like, as a budget option, Dragon Scale is actually really insane, right? Am I getting stuck? Yeah, I'm getting stuck. Some of those fire means are actually catching us a bit there. Yeah, I need that max block. That's the issue, is I don't have my max block. I get my max block back when I go dragon. When I go dragon skill here. Yeah, having redemption on you is really good. But the mercenary just couldn't handle it. I got a lot of negative enemy fires though, as you can see, even without the mercenary. It's crushing face there. Show it off in you know, some more areas as well. Smoke 'em, man, smoke 'em. This one's got fire means. Oh no. Disgusting. Can I get like one without these immunes? Probably. Actually, no. Yeah, those both were actually pretty solid. I'm trying to think if there's like another one. Oh yeah, I guess I can do this one. Yeah, lightning is the easiest immunity to break, so if you're looking for something on like a dream or the lightning based build with griffins, you can also do that. That's kind of nice. Yeah, the Amazon's been tested and retested. Some pretty good damage, right? Too bad the mercenary often doesn't survive though. I would say with one problem with this is that you actually have to keep the mercenary like right on top of you, and sometimes the mercenary just gets wrecked anyway. Casual 200k DPS. That's the Is that so? Click, 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 click. And if you know, want to take a light snooze while you're just, you know, in your charge paladin, you totally can. Just listen for you running into the wall, and as long as you're not doing that, it should be pretty good. Oh, there you go. See, I'm awake again. Where am I? Oh, I'm over here? Excellent. Alright, anyway. Pretty good stuff. Oh, baby. Yeah, I guess the Merc is blessed aim, huh? Yeah, it's like I said. It's not a bad idea to invest in his own survivability a bit. But I think you guys get the idea. We can go a slightly different approach though. So we can go Defiance Mercenary. Let's go a slightly different approach here just to show it off here. Oh yeah, damage calc doesn't work very well for certain skills, such as damage over time skills or procs.
Yes, citizen.
That's what I was thinking of. I was trying to think of what I was thinking of earlier.
I'll put that to good use. 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 I'll put that to good use.
So we can put all this stuff on him. We can respec now for this. We'll put on the dragon scale. Right. So now we have even more % damage. Now this damage is going to look pretty impressive, but just remember, we did lose a lot of negative res by doing this. You can also have more negative res on the weapon too. I mean, there's a lot of choices there. You can go like Azarath, you can go a lot of force socket up. Azarath is good though, because it's got like plus skills. Anyway. Do kind of whatever you want with that. That's pretty solid. Then of course you can have all the block you want in the world. Look at all that damage. It's crazy, right? Yes. Crazy. Absolutely nuts. Yeah, let's do it correctly here. Yeah, let's see. On this case, you could actually get the redemption if you wanted to. Because you're not going to have it native. You're still going to want to put a lot of points into Joust. You do all that. Your sheet damage will be even higher. Right. Let's go check it out here. And just spike the meter with hundreds of cows. Yeah, I mean, spiking the meter with hundreds of cows is lots of fun, right? Okay. Oh, do you like doing that? I like doing that. It's pretty fun. Oh. Definitely. Okay, so here we go. So we got 21,000 damage. Holy moly. As you can see, this might not have as good of sustain, but it's pretty insane. You know, I don't even know if you need the mercenary for this damage to go through. Let's see. Not really, no. 21,000 charge. It's pretty good, right? So you can push the numbers even higher here. My goodness. Hit over a mill with leap attack. That's pretty cool. Yeah, this is charge, yeah. It's a LE charge. Pretty bonkers, right? Look at all that carnage. Monsters don't even know what hit them. They don't even know what hit them. And of course, doesn't hurt to check this out one more time with this approach. Yeah, we'll do lightning on the stream too with it, just because we're having fun with this right now. The mercenary is doing a little bit better now. You can always put more DR on him, of course, though. Sometimes it's just about solving the mercenary problem. I guess once we put on Flickering Flame, he doesn't have his Crown of Ages anymore, right? Fire Immune. Why do I have to fight that? I don't have to fight that. I can just jump over it. It's a dirty one. Dude, this is insane damage. Whew. There you go, try it out with any element you want. Doomed Shattered Wall, you could do it like this. You could do it with the Dragons and Hand of Justice. You could do it with Dreams. Do it the Griffin's approach instead. You could even do it with Frostwind, man. I mean, why not? We'll be doing Druid at some point here soon. Alright, here we go. Things aren't always quite as smooth, but I think you guys get the idea. Anyway, he is a monster. He's quite a monster. Hopefully you guys enjoy Elemental Zealer, or Elemental Charge, with the power of actually good charge. See you guys next time for the next one.